welcome back to an LA vlog. Oh man, if you've been watching the travel vlogs, that intro where I list off all the places I was visiting, that was getting long, so that's done. But I never thought I would be so excited to be home in LA, and here I am, thrilled, on top of the world. Currently, it's Labor Day weekend, September 3rd or 4th, I think. It's the Sunday. I got back to LA on August 22nd, so it's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, after, if you didn't know, after, I feel like if you watch this channel, you know, after spending the summer with my girlfriend in Europe. I have lots of vlogs from that. Thank you to everyone who watched them. I know if maybe you prefer home vlogs, you haven't gotten that in quite a while, so thanks for your patience. Yeah, I am thrilled to edit a simple vlog. No frills, straightforward. This is gonna be like a cozy, just at-home vlog. Giselle and I also did stop in North Carolina on the way back for almost a week to visit my family. If you didn't know, I'm from North Carolina, with school in North Carolina. If you're a new viewer, I graduated from UNC in 2017, so quite a minute ago. It just feels so good to be back. It feels like a breath of fresh air. Like, you guys know if you're watching some of the vlogs, I feel like specifically my Florence and Venice vlog, I talked about this, but I was just having a lot of anxiety, not just in those videos, for like the whole trip. It was like building and building and building and building. I'm not even gonna get back into all of it, but it was just unexpectedly, like, it was wonderful. Like, the majority of all of that was like incredible, the time of my life, you know what I mean? But there was a lot more than expected that was just like a struggle, but that's life. Learned about myself on that trip. Don't think I would ever travel for that long again, actually, for sure. If you see my eye twitching at any point, what does it mean if your eye is just like twitching uncontrollably? It's always this one. This was happening the other day when I was filming a main channel video. So as for what is on the agenda today, I have been having, so far, a lovely to myself Friday night, Saturday, all day yesterday, and today I don't think I'm gonna see anyone either. Giselle's out of town. It is a heat wave in LA. I don't wanna be out there in the heat, you know what I mean? I actually had plans with friends Friday night and yesterday. Yesterday's was gonna be brief. I was just gonna like get a drink with a friend during the day. Both people canceled. so all yesterday, roll the clip. Good morning. This is what a 5-star Saturday morning is made of. I got a bagel, got my coffee. I've been getting a video up. I'm about to watch some Tess Christine. I've not caught up on YouTube videos like literally all summer. I'm just so happy. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and Game of Thrones. I've started doing my Halloween research, my Halloween party this year, and a lot of people were suggesting Game of Thrones, and I never watched it, so I started watching it on Monday. I've already finished season 1 and I'm just on a roll, so that's what I did yesterday. And today I just thought I would vlog overall, having a good little solo day or solo weekend. I thought I would bring you guys along because I feel like throughout time, like over the past couple of years, I just spend less and less time alone. This weekend is very characteristic of how, like, a couple years ago when I lived with Adrian, how I would spend my weekends. Like, I would by myself. I would like go to Rumble in the morning, like, you know, get lunch by myself, come home, like all my friends would be going out, and I would 99% of the time not go because I just don't really care for it, still don't. And I would just spend all this time alone, and I was like thriving, like I loved it. And now it's crazy because I feel like I haven't done this in so long that it like feels weird. Like, it just feels so weird. I'm just always doing stuff with friends or with Giselle. And with that, I feel like I don't vlog as much at home anymore. So anyways, all this to say, I'm rambling, but I just wanted to vlog. Hope all of you guys are having a great day whenever you watch this. Over the summer, I was vlogging every single day for like all of those trips, except Mykonos. I didn't vlog Mykonos, which you really missed nothing. That was actually like my least favorite city that we went to, potentially. Even though I'd been there in the past 2 other times, and I just did not remember. I always had a great time, and this time I was just like, I don't like this. Like, it's the most expensive place I've ever been, and like, not worth it, which is fine if it's worth it, but it wasn't even worth it. So I don't know. But I was vlogging basically for 2 months straight consistently, and I'm determined to keep it up. Not that much, but I'm determined to keep up my vlogging. So what's on the agenda for today? I do want to edit, like, as of the time I'm filming this, I've actually not edited my Nice vlog or my Mallorca vlog, so my last 2 stops of the European summer. I still have to edit those videos, so I'd like to edit my Nice one today. I need to do quite a bit of laundry and unpacking and just like cleaning up the upstairs, which yesterday I deep cleaned my bedroom. Today I would like to do my bathroom and the gym room, which has been housing my suitcase that I've still not unpacked. I don't know if I'll get to all of that today, but I have tomorrow as well. We've gotten the downstairs clean as well. But those are my like to-do items. And then other than that, I just want to like work out. I want to do some things that are like creatively fulfilling for me. That for the longest time I have not had the most free time to do, that upon coming back to LA, I wanted to start like prioritizing those things. What I've been up to this morning, welcome to the crazy dining table. This is something I have wanted to do. I think I may have even mentioned this, or maybe I didn't, but like Sweet Giselle's 1-year anniversary was in May, and leading up to that for months, I wanted to make a scrapbook of like our first year together. It took forever to go through all of our photos because you have a million pictures and whatever. I like got all of them printed, and life just never slowed down and I never got around to doing it. But I have like all these supplies ordered. Like this is just so fun for me. I have like just lots of crafty items, cool pins, cool words, cool like photo things, date things. I really went all out with this, and this is something that is like very fun for me to put together. But what took the longest with this, I've had like a shoebox that I would always put like our notes in, like memorabilia, things from like certain things we go to, or like plane tickets, or just like, I don't know, I was a big sentimental gal and kept a lot of stuff. And so then I got all the pictures printed, and I was like, this is so much stuff, where do I go from here? So I got a bunch of bags and chronologically filled them with like what the pages would be about. So like events, times of the year, dates that were really fun and stuck out, whatever. So all of that is organized. That was the not fun and like not creative part that took forever, so that now I can finally get started on this. This is just something that's fun for me, that like, and I feel like anyone who maybe like does social media or has turned like your creative hobby into like your job, like it's still fun, you know, but like there's something to be said for doing a creative task that like isn't tied to income, isn't tied to like work, or like needing to be consistent about it or anything. Like I can just like pour into it as I want to, if that makes sense. Sounds cheesy, I don't know, but I'm just gonna do a little of this. Quick snack. I haven't tried a new like snack item, or really anything new from Trader Joe's in a while, but these caught my attention and I grabbed them, kind of expecting them to not be that good, but I love them, so maybe give these a try. All right, a couple hours later, my battery's blinking. I did my makeup because I was planning to run some errands that then I didn't feel like doing, but then I felt motivated just now to work out, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm gonna do 12:30 while I watch Game of Thrones. Now a couple hours later, I've just been for the past couple hours doing a little more scrapbooking and mindlessly scrolling through TikTok on the couch. Tonight for dinner, I'm so excited. I've not had this in like a year, this exact thing I'm making that I'm gonna try to make, because Giselle made it last time. I'm doing a little homemade gnocchi. So I got my potatoes here. What makes it so great is this truff sauce. This is the best pasta sauce. Like I'm not even a fan normally of like red sauces, whether it be pasta, pizza, anything like that, and this like is the best thing I've ever tasted. I'm gonna wing this recipe. Guys, this is a freaking task. I think I've been doing this for an hour. Like boiling the potatoes took forever. Should have done that in the oven. Mixed up my stuff, made some of the gnocchi, reboiled them till they floated, and now I'm gonna cook them with the sauce, but I like when they get a little crispy, so I'm gonna do that. But I'm not even done, like I still have a lot more. All right, this is very small. That's the amount I cooked at one time. So dinner part one, these flowers are so dead, don't look at that. Comment if you remember back in the day, like during quarantine, I would always love cooking dinners and watching Jeopardy. And I still do. Well, now it's Wheel of Fortune, but because that's how much time has passed. Like literally hours have gone by that I've been trying to make this. I'm gonna top her with a little fresh basil. Should have done the Parmesan first. More chili flakes. There you have it. Let's see the taste test. Mix this all around. Taste is really good. I'm excited to see the second batch. These are like a little sticky on the inside. I followed a recipe and I feel like it just did not have enough flour. This is very good though. That pasta sauce. Hours later, literally it is 7:50. I think I started this at like 5. Just like cooked the last of the gnocchi, put it in the fridge. I was gonna make some bomb leftovers. I just thought we'd have an honest little chat segment. So on this Sunday night, I'm just feeling a little sad. As I've said, most of this weekend has been time alone, which I wanted. Like I wanted some good quality time alone because I've missed it, and it's really has been great. So everything's, I guess, worked out as it should. But going into this weekend, I made plans with a friend I hadn't seen in a really long time for Friday night. She was gonna come over, we were gonna like cook dinner. Saturday I had plans to go just get like a casual drink with a friend, so that wasn't like a huge activity or anything, but that was a plan for Saturday during the day. For Monday, so tomorrow, I had plans with another friend. All 3 of those plans have fallen through, and they were all for like very valid reasons. These people are not flaky people. Like I have a history of hanging out with them. They're not flaky people. So with that, it was just bad luck for me that it was just back to back of cancellations. Therefore, here I am, just been alone at home. I'm sure I'll have a great day tomorrow. We're gonna make the most of it. I'm just gonna look at it as like I was meant to have all this time alone. That's great. But yeah, I'm just kind of sad. And it just makes me think more about like, I mean, I don't frequently bail on people because I don't frequently make plans with people. Like, I'm not a yes girl. I have no problem saying no. If I don't want to do something in person in the moment, I will flat out say I don't want to go to it. Like, everyone knows me as being a little bit blunt, I think. It does make me just think a little bit more about when I make like open-ended plans with people. Not that these were at all, but like if maybe the other person was like counting on that and then like I didn't follow through on it, and then like how does that make them feel? This is like reinforcing to me that I just want to make sure I'm always committal with my plans. And I feel like I'm pretty good about that. But so I was like excited. Like, I haven't seen so many people in so long. I was just really excited to see people. But anyways, that's enough of that. Today's scrapbook progress. Welcome to the evening. Didn't vlog much today because I was just unpacking and scrapbooking quite a lot. I wanted to have a little chat, like heat up my dinner leftovers, because I need some voices of reason. I feel like the situation I kind of talked about yesterday, like me being sad about 3 people canceling all my plans that weekend. I feel like the sadness has kind of turned into like frustration. I guess just frustration. Like, because I just think about one of them was totally valid. She let me know like a day before. And again, all 3 of these were like valid excuses. But that girl at least gave me some notice and like tried to plan another time, whatever. The other one, Friday night, I was supposed to hang out with this person like that night, and it's then like the night of. Like, we didn't set a time, but we'd like been texting throughout the day. It was like at this point past the time I'd said I'd be available, and like again, it was a valid reason, but like could have told me this at any point throughout the day if you were going back and forth on like whether or not you felt up to hang, you know what I mean? And then to tell me like as we should be hanging when like I've spent all the time cleaning my house, like, and then for the one that I should have hung out today that I found out about last night because that person forgot they had made plans with another person. Am I right in being frustrated of it? Just feels like, I just think when people flake on plans, when people are late, things like that, it just shows like a lack of respect for the other person's time. And like, I get that things happen, and I know this was just like a very unlucky streak of like, I got hit with this 3 times in a weekend, but I'm just frustrated. It's like, plan better, you know? I'm just annoyed. And so, oh, but what I was gonna say was the person who flaked as it was happening, I like responded being like, I totally understand, like, cause I do, and I did. And I was just like super nice about it. And then they didn't even text me back. And I'm just like, I'm like literally being so kind to you as you're bailing on me in the moment when I've planned my night around this, and then you don't even reply to me. Like, I'm just, as time goes on, apparently I'm getting a little bitter. So I feel like with these people, neither of whom I think showed much regard for me. 2 of the 3, 1 is fine. And like the 3rd person, the one I was supposed to hang out today, I replied to her. I was like, honestly, I'm like kind of frustrated and like I'm sad that we've had this plan for like 4 days and you let me know the night before. But she was just like, it's an honest mistake, my bad. Like, it just seemed very flippant, you know what I mean? I'm just in a mood, apparently. So I just feel like my effort towards the involved parties is gonna be very low. If they wanna hang out, they can reach out, they can plan it, they can come to me. I just think it was disrespectful. Anyways, we're gonna have dinner. Am I crazy? Thanks for listening to me. I don't know, I'm just annoyed.